we are. Happy Friday, one and all. Welcome from a very, very warm Southern California. It's a little toasty out. Sorry to everyone getting pummeled with rain on the East Coast. Hurricane Patrick, what is it? Oh, Elsa, thank you. Anybody complains about the weather, I'll just tell them, you better let it go, let it go. Get it? Hurricane Elsa. That was bad. Hi, Teresa. How you doing, love? Hope you're feeling better. I gotta turn on the light. Sorry. Sean, people here want to know what time it is in Korea. Can you let us know that? Kevin O'Leary, how's it going, buddy? Where are you tonight, Kevin? Are you in Boston? Are you in the Middle East? Sort of a lazy afternoon for me today. Don't tell my boss. All right, shall we hit it? Let's hit it, shall we? Renee, we expect to see you down here soon. Well, the little boats are gone from the docks of Annalippi. All the ferrymen stranded on the quay. All the tumbling docks are dying, and the way of life is gone. Oh, and Molly, it was fun with you and me. Where the strawberry beds sweep down to the Liffey, you'll kiss away the worries from me brow. I love you well today, and I love you more tomorrow. If you ever love me, Molly, love me now. 'Twas the only job I knew. It was hard but never lonely. Oh, the Liffey ferry made a man of me. But it's gone without a whisper, and forgotten even now. Sure, it's over, Molly, over, can't you see? Where the strawberry beds sweep down to the Liffey, you'll kiss away the worries from me brow. I love you well today, and I'll love you more tomorrow. If you ever love me, Molly, love me now. Where the strawberry beds sweep down to the Liffey, you'll kiss away the worries from my brow. I love you well today, and I'll love you more tomorrow. If you ever love me, Molly, love me now. Well, now I'll till the yard, and I'll spend my days a-talking. I'll hear them whisper, Harry's on the dole. But Molly, we're still living. Oh, darling, we're still young, and that river in never own heart and soul. Where the strawberry beds sweep down to the Liffey, you'll kiss away the worries from me brow. I love you well today, I'll love you more tomorrow. If you ever love me, Molly, love me now. Where the strawberry beds sweep down to the Liffey, you'll kiss away the worries from my brow. I love you well today, I'll love you more tomorrow. If you ever love me, Molly, love me now. If you ever love me, Molly, love me now. If you ever love me, Molly, love me now. We are here. It is Friday. I'm working up a sweat already after one song. This is too much like work. We might have to cut it short. Turn the backup singers down a little bit. I hope you're all well. I hope you're ready to slide into a great weekend. It was a short week, hopefully, for most of you. With the holiday, the retired people are looking at me like I have two heads in the driveway audience. Every week's a short week. What do you mean? Dan, I never, all these years, I don't think I ever knew you were in Naperville. My sister lives in Naperville. My niece lives in Naperville. I think two of my nieces live in Naperville. Very interesting. They're your neighbors. Who'd have thunk it? So happy Hooly Friday. Feeling kind of willy-nilly, loosey-goosey tonight. I haven't a clue what I'm going to play. Your requests are all welcome. If you can hang with me ignoring them, if you're fine with that, then that's good. Because that happens from time to time. Not on purpose, mind you. Let me see here. I had a song in my head, and it escaped my head. Doom, 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 doom. There it is. It's back out of my head. That's one hell of a typo, Tay. I was trying to figure out if that was you were typing in Irish for a minute. Yeah, let me warm up a bit for that. There's a lot of words in there, and they come one after the other. The requests are flowing in. That's brilliant. Love it, love it, love it. All right, we'll get to all of those. Keep them on the tip of your tongue in case they scroll away from me. So we'll do this one. It's Hey, Johnny McGorry, tell me where's your glory gone? I saw you up in the Monta with your old leg gone. A dirty Flanders bullet sure left you half a man. Hey, Johnny McGorry, where's your old leg gone? Up the Sally Garden and around the back of the pipes, you're messing with the Liberty Bell, a man could lose his stripes. You're trading all your troubles and grabbing every chance to show the randy old ones all the things you learned in France. Oh, hey, Johnny McGorry, tell me where's your glory gone? I saw you up in the Monta with your old leg gone. A dirty Flanders bullet, it left you half a man. Hey, Johnny McGorry, where's your old leg gone? Gloucester diamond red biddy on your mind, not a tosser in your pocket, not a soul you could remind. Ah, the Lord knows you're a darling and you never did give in. Your neck's as hard as concrete and your back's a mortal sin. So, hey, Johnny McGorry, tell me where's your glory gone? I saw you up in the Monta with your old leg gone. A dirty Flanders bullet, it left you half a man. Hey, Johnny McGorry, where's your old leg gone? Technical glitch there, if you couldn't tell. Now, Mondays in the ivy and Tuesdays in the tracks, Wednesdays walking wounded, or Thursdays soldier bags. Fridays heroes are on the touch, and Saturdays lost again. But with Sunday's good intention, sure we'll start the week again. Oh, hey, Johnny McGorry, tell me where's your glory gone? I saw you up in the Monta with your old leg gone. A dirty Flanders bullet, it left you half a man. Hey, in the mud with your bow leg on. A dirty Flanders bullet, it left you half a man. Hey, Johnny McGorry, where's your old leg gone? Yahoo! Johnny McGorry, the poor fella. Belfast Mill. I played that with the whole band a couple of weeks ago at a private party, because the kind of the first time I ever heard that song was by the Irish Beggarmen, who were the shiz in the 60s and 70s around here, as far as Irish groups go. And they used to do Belfast Mill, do it brilliantly, so I kind of stole their deal and playing a private party, and one of the singers from the original Beggarmen were there. It was there, Frank Murphy, who's going to join us on one of these Fridays here. Who? Frank Murphy? No kidding. Oh, that's funny. Next time you see him there, I'm going to have to go and crash his party. Anyway, so it was really cool and refreshing to play that with the whole group. So I'll do it now for my buddy Neil. Neil, you jump to the top of the queue just because I... We'll get to the other ones. Don't worry, guys. I won't let him go. East end of town, at the foot of the hill, there's a chimney so tall it says Belfast Mill. There's no smoke at all coming out of her stack, for the mill has shut down and she's never coming back. And the only tune I hear is the sound of the wind as she rolls through the town. Weave and spin, weave and spin. There's no smoke at all coming out of her stack, for the mill has shut down and she's never coming back. If I only had the fare, could I start anew somewhere? But tell me, where will I go with this old lot in tow? And the only tune I hear is the sound of the wind as she rolls through the town. Weave and spin, weave and spin. There's no children playing in the dark, narrow street since the mill has shut down. It's so quiet I can't sleep. It was the only job I knew. Tell me, where will I go? Tell me, where will I go? My family and I are the only tune I hear is the sound of the wind as she rolls through the town. Weave and spin, weave and spin. Ah, the only tune I hear is the sound of the wind as she rolls through the town. Weave and spin, weave and spin. Weave and spin, weave and spin. Weave and spin, weave and spin. Yahoo! Thanks, everybody. That's kind of like, what do they call that, slam poetry, when you make it up as you go? If you caught that. I don't know if some of you did or didn't, but here you go. Request for this one. You know what? I'm going to double up on this one, because we didn't do it last night, I don't think. I know I had the lyrics for this in my Chingadera. Nothing like the smooth, well thought out show that is the Friday Hoolie here. Yes, it's coming. But I want to give a little treat to. I want to give a little treat to Tay, because she always says, "Why don't you sing the other one too?" Bloody hell! I can't find it anywhere. All right, hold on. We're gonna figure this out. Okay. Well, we're gonna do one then tonight. And why am I saying we? I guess that's one gig back. One gig back after playing with the whole group, so now it's we. But anyway, we're gonna do one out of two at least. That's okay. You'll get it on Thursday. Not to worry. Near Bandridge Town in the county down one morning last July. Down a Boreen Green came a sweet Colleen, and she smiled as she passed me by. Ah, she looked so sweet from her two bare feet to the sheen of her nut brown hair. Such a coaxing out, I shook myself for to see it was really there. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, and from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the brown Colleen that I met in the county down. As she onward sped, I scratched my head and I looked with the feeling rare. And I says I to a passer-by, who's the maid with the nut brown hair. He smiled at me and he says he, that's the gem of Ireland's crown. Young Rosie McCann from the banks of the Banshee, the star of the county down. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, and from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the brown Colleen that I met in the county down. Fair, she'll be surely there, and I'll dress in my Sunday clothes, with me shoes shone bright and me hot cock right, for a smile from the nut brown rose. No pipe I'll smoke, or horse on the yoke, till my plough is a rust-coloured brown, till a smiling bright by my own fireside sits the star of the county down. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, and from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the brown Colleen that I met in the county down. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, and from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the brown Colleen that I met in the county down. Request for that one out of the gate. Thanks. Rattling Bog, huh? It's got a ton of them. A lot of them. But and I got to warm up a little bit for that. My calluses are a little sore tonight after playing mandolin all night last night. Yeah. Huh? Apparently, so did my social media manager and the graphic artist. Because I'm like, hey, how come that flyer's not up? I never got one. How come that flyer's not? Oh, I forgot to make one. Okay. So it was kind of a last minute duty haha thing here. Oh yeah, yes I am in fact playing. So thanks to everybody for joining. Thanks to everybody for sharing. Before I even came on, just during the countdown, I saw 4 or 5 shares go out. So I appreciate that. If you're just joining and want your friends to join, you can tag them in the comments, or you can just click the share button and hit it onto your Facebook feed. The more the merrier. And we can definitely Trish says you read it? Okay, good. You guys are all there. Yeah, some opinions are best kept to themselves. Thanks, Kim. I appreciate you. We'll get to Rattlenbog, Michelle. Might be a little later in the show. And thanks to everybody who's hitting the virtual tip jar. I appreciate all of you. The ice is starting to melt on live gigs. It's coming back, but this was really my lifeblood, and I enjoy playing to get people from what the first 3 people to post where they were from were Maine. What was the other one? God, I've forgotten it now. That was 20 minutes ago. How do you expect me to remember stuff like that far back? There was. I remember Korea. I remember Maine. Was it? No, it was before that. But we can count Illinois. That's fine. Somebody will correct me. Somebody wanted to hear this one. This is an old favorite one. I loaned it to Brendan for a while, but he gave it back. Well, I'll tell me, Ma, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. And they pulled my hair and they stole my comb. Well, that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the Val of Alpacity. She is card and a 1, 2, 3. Please, won't you tell me who is she? As he loves her and all the boys are fighting for her. They knock at the door and the ring of the bell, saying, oh, my true loves are you well. Out she comes as white as snow, with the rings on her fingers and bells on her toes. Old Johnny Murray says she won't die if she doesn't get the fella with her open eye. I tell you, Ma, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pulled my hair and they stole my comb. Well, that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Alpacity. She is card and a 1, 2, 3. Please won't you tell me who is she? Let the wind and the rain and the hail blow high and the snow come tumbling from the sky. She's as nice as apple pie and she'll get her own lad by. And when she gets a lad of her own, she won't tell her mom she comes home. Let them all come as they will, for it's Albert Mooney she loves still. I tell me, Ma, when I go home, well, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pulled my hair and they stole my comb. Well, that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Alpacity. She is card and a 1, 2, 3. Please won't you tell me who is she? I tell me, Ma, when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. They pulled my hair and they stole my comb. Well, that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Alpacity. She is the card and 1, 2, 3. Please won't you tell me who is she? There you go. Tonight we have sort of a medium to small boring brigade, I would say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I counted 10, so lucky I didn't have to take any shoes off. Well, 11 if we count the dog. Yes, Kenzie. Kenzie the border collie. The dog's keeping everybody in a nice straight row. Anybody keeping track? What was our record? 38, I think, in the driveway? Something about that, is it? I'm expecting you to show up any day now, Dan. It's a short flight. Oh, Nick, that's a good one. What's the one I haven't played in a long time? Or a good while anyway, but here we go. I'll farewell to you, my own true love. I am going far, far away. I am bound for California, and I know that I'll return someday. So fare thee well, my own true love. When I return, united we will be. It's not the leaving of a Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. Well, I've sailed on a Yankee sailing ship. Davy Crockett is her name, and Burgess is the captain aboard, and they say that she's afloat in shame. So fare thee well, my own true love, and when I return, united we will be. It's not the leaving of a Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. The sun is on the harbor, love, and I wish I could remain, for I know it'll be a long, long time before I see you again. So fare thee well, my own true love, for when I return, united we will be. It's not the leaving of a Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. So fare thee well, my own true love, ah, when I return, united we will be. It's not the leaving of a Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. There you go. I think we had an addition to the driveway crew. Hold on, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 68, Dan. We're up there. We've got a few extras. You see what I did there, Neil? That was pretty good. The camera only points one way. Alan, you know, that's so funny. You should request that, because I don't know if you guys heard that bum chord in the first one when I was going, farewell, my own true love, I am going far, far away. Because I had Fiddler's Green in my head. So it's kind of funny. You should request that. So let's do some Fiddler's Green. Am I going to remember the words is the next question. Where is, I have to have more lyrics in this chart. I don't see it here. Fiddler's, found it. pick a key here. Hold on. That should be fine. It's a little higher than what I normally do because I think what I normally do is a little bit lower than what I should be doing. Does that make sense? It did in my own head, so that's all that really matters. If you guys are having half as much fun as I am, that means I'm having twice as much fun as you are. This one for Harry Hackett. Do you remember? This was always Harry's party piece in the pub, or yeah, you got it, buddy. As I walk by the dockside one evening so fair, to view the sea waters and taste the salt air, I heard an old fisherman singing his song. Oh, take me away, boys, me time is not long. Wrap me up in me oilskins and blankets, no more on the docks I'll be seen. Just tell me, old shipmates, I'm taking a trip, mates, and I'll see you someday in Fiddler's Green. Now Fiddler's Green is a place I heard tell, where fishermen go if they don't go to hell, where the skies are all clear and the dolphins do play, and the cold coast of Greenland is far, far away. Wrap me up in me oilskins and jumper, no more on the docks I'll be seen. Just tell me, old shipmates, I'm taking a trip, mates, and I'll see you someday in Fiddler's Green. Where the skies are all grey and there's never a gale, and the fish jump on board with one swish of their tail, where you lie at your leisure and there's no work to do, skippers below making tay for the crew. Oh, wrap me up in me oilskins and jumper, no more on the docks I'll be seen. Just tell me, old shipmates, I'm taking a trip, mates, and I'll see you someday in Fiddler's Green. Now when you're in dock and the long trip is through, there's pubs and there's clubs and there's lassies there too. Oh, the girls are all pretty and the beer is all free, and there's bottles of a rum growing from every tree. Oh, wrap me up in me oilskins and jumper, no more on the docks I'll be seen. Just tell me, old shipmates, I'm taking a trip, mates, and I'll see you someday in Fiddler's Green. I don't want a harp, nor a halo, not me. Just give me a breeze on a good rolling sea. I'll play me old squeeze box as we sail along, with the wind in the rigging for to sing me a song. Wrap me up in me oilskins and jumper, no more on the docks I'll be seen. Just tell me, old shipmates, I'm taking a trip, mates, and I'll see you someday in Fiddler's Green. Wrap me up in me oilskins and blankets, no more on the docks I'll be seen. Just tell me, old shipmates, I'm taking a trip, mates, and I'll see you someday in Fiddler's Green. There you go. Fiddler's Green. right, Jeffrey, we'll do that. Oh, then. I used to sing Rise of the Moon all the time, and then it kind of disappeared from the set. And I found out fairly recently, somebody made a post on Facebook. So if I saw it on Facebook, it has to be gospel truth. That the writer of The Rise of the Moon, whose last name was Casey, thank you. You get 4 gold stars. Oh, Teresa, well, happy anniversary to you here and to Bernie in heaven. When you go back to, I remember meeting Bernie the very first time. He was working the security desk backstage at, what the hell was that casino we used to play on Paddy's Day? Do you guys remember that? It was, not Paula Casino. It was one of those casinos out in the, anyway, he had this kind of a big dude, very serious look, shaved head. And I was like, man, he's so imposing. Oh my gosh. And then I got to know him, and he was this big cuddly teddy bear of a man. He was like, we could have just snuck in whomever and whatever we wanted that night. We just didn't even know it. Pachanga, that was it, Teresa. Pachanga, thank you. So here we go. Oh, then tell me, Sean O'Farrell, tell me why you hurry so. Hush me, Muha, hush and listen, and his cheeks were all aglow. I've orders from the captain, get ye ready quick and soon, for the pikes must be together at the rising of the moon. At the rising of the moon, ah, the rising of the moon. Sure, the pikes must be together by the rising of the moon. Oh, then tell me, Sean O'Farrell, where's the gathering to be? In the old spot by the river, quite well known to you and me. One word more for signal token, forward strike the marching tune. And with your pike upon your shoulder, at the rising of the moon. Oh, the rising of the moon, ah, the rising of the moon. Have your pike upon your shoulder, at the rising of the moon. From many's the mud wall cabin, eyes were watching through the night. Many's the manly heart was throbbing for the blessed warning light. Murmurs passed along the valleys like the banshee's lonely croon, and 1,000 blades were flashing at the rising of the moon. Oh, the rising of the moon, ah, the rising of the moon. Sure, 1,000 blades were flashing at the rising of the moon. Along that singing river, that dark mass of men were seen. Far above their shining weapons hung their own beloved green. Death to every foe and traitor, forward strike the marching tune. Cry hurrah, me boys, for freedom, 'tis the rising of the moon. Oh, the rising of the moon, at the rising of the moon. Cry hurrah, me boys, for freedom, 'tis the rising of the moon. Oh, the rising of the moon, ah, the rising of the moon. Cry hurrah, me boys, for freedom at the rising of the moon. Thanks. Now we have 64 people here, or whatever I was going to say. We just pushed us over the edge. We're counting tonight. Look at that. Show up late, plunk your chair down, and get handed a shot. Look at that. That's living. Somebody's got some good karma going on. Did you close yet? Have you gotten the new folio? Thursday. Ah, very good. So Fawn is visiting the Boreen Brigade tonight, and Fawn just bought a place in Ireland. So we've pretty much got the West Coast covered. We just need to find an Airbnb in Galway now. Well, actually, we kind of do. I have a friend who's got one there. So we've got a place in Balladreen, and then I've got my buddy's place in Galway, and then we'll go down to Kerry, to Tralee. You have a tiny home. How many? Is it 1 bedroom? 2? 2 bedrooms. Sure, if you're going to be in Ireland, the only thing you should be doing in your room is sleeping, right? That's it. Sleeping, showering. So we've got the West Coast all locked up there, at least, from Mayo down to Kerry. And we'll get the De Courcy Castle fixed up next. Anybody got €3 million? So to celebrate fun, we'll play you this song here. Oh, there's 4 of us who share a room, and we work hard for the crack. And getting up late Sunday, sure I never get to mass. And the only time I feel alright is when I'm into drinking. It eases up the pain a bit, and it levels out my thinking. And it's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Oh, it's a long, long way. It's getting further day by day. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. When Friday night comes around and I'm only on for fighting, oh, my ma would like a letter home, but I'm far too tired for writing. And it's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Oh, it's a long, long way. It's getting further day by day. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Help a brother out, Fawn. There's another verse here. I got it. Well, it almost breaks my heart when I think of Dorothy. She promised she'd be coming back with lots to do for me. Oh, but it's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Oh, it's a long, long way. It's getting further day by day. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Well, I dream I hear a piper play, or maybe it's a notion. I dream I see white horses dance upon that other ocean. But it's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Oh, it's a long, long way. It's getting further day by day. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Oh, it's a long, long way. It's getting further day by day. It's a long, long way from Clare here. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. It's a long, long way from Clare to here. Clare to here. It's getting further every day. It's actually getting closer every day for us, for the select few. So I talked to about a dozen people at the show last night that said they were going to be signing up. So there might have been liquor involved, but that's okay. That's fine. Sometimes that helps you make good decisions and good choices. Occasionally, for some people. For others, not so much. So... Sure, yeah. Oh, you got it. Yeah, absolutely. We'll do that one next. So anyway, where was I going with that? Oh, yeah, it's getting closer. So are we going to see you this time over there? Are we overlapping at all? Yeah. Oh, great. Brilliant. Great. Dynamite. So I want to encourage everybody to look above my head. I don't know if you've got that big counter strip like I do above there, but it might be blocking some of it. But the Holy Holiday in Ireland is coming up here. It is October 13th through the 24th. And I can't encourage you guys enough. It's like I said, we got word last week from Ireland that the pubs will be reopening on July the 19th, I believe. And so the country's opening, we're opening, everybody's on the right course, the right direction. So it is all a go. What's that? Trajectory. Thank you for finishing my sentences. That means we've been hanging out a whole lot, Ruth. So, yes, we're on the right trajectory. I was thinking we're on the right projectile, and I thought, no, that's not it. Projectiles can have trajectories, though. See, that's where I was going. I was taking it a step further. I hope you get to go with us, Teresa. So, and encourage all of you. I'll be playing a little, I haven't played the promotional video for the trip, so if you're just new on here tonight and thinking to myself, what's this trip he speaks of? We'll help you out with that, and I will get that up on playing here in a minute forthwith. But Pat wanted to hear this one, so... Here I am from Paddy's land, a land of high renown. Oh, I've courted the girls some miles I've run from Cork to Cady town. And when they hear that I am away, oh, they'd raise the hullabaloo. When they hear about the handsome lad they call O'Donoghue. For I'm the boy to please her, and I'm the boy to tease her. I'm the boy to squeeze her up, and I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll court her like an Irishman with me brogan, me blarney too, as me bland with me freeligan, rolligan, bold O'Donoghue. Hey! Now I hear the Queen Victoria has a daughter fine and grand. Oh, perhaps she'd take it to her heart to marry an Irishman. If I could only get the chance to have a word or two, well, perhaps she'd take a liking to the bold O'Donoghue. For I'm the boy to please her, and I'm the boy to tease her. I'm the boy to squeeze her up, and I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll court her like an Irishman, and me brogan, me blarney too, as me fan. Me freeligan, rolligan, bold O'Donoghue. Hey! I wish me love was a red, red rose a-growing on your garden wall, and me to be the dew-dropper upon her brow I fall. Perhaps my lover would think of me as a rare old Mountain Dew. She'd forget about the little shite they call O'Donoghue. For I'm the boy to please her, and I'm the boy to tease her. I'm the boy to squeeze her up, and I'll tell you what I'll do. Court her like an Irishman, and me brogan, me blarney too, as me blind, and me rolligan, bold O'Donoghue. Hey! We have to do it. We'll have to do a mashup of that and the Ramones. Bold O'Donoghue, hey ho, let's go. Oh, hey, ho, let's go. Sorry. No, all right. I thought it was. I don't know. I'm having one of those nights. I'm just kind of Wavy gravy. I think I left a lot of creative energy on that stage last night. I think that's what it is. I'm just kind of, not that I'm running on low or running on empty or running on fumes, but it's just like, oh yeah, I'm used to this again now, instead of boing, 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 right? Jumping up and down, doing my thing. 95 days away. Oh my God. Wow, when you put it like that, I might be squeezing in another trip in between now and then too. It all depends on IKEA and their schedule. So if I can get cabinets installed in the kitchen in the house in the next 3 weeks, then I'm going to Ireland in the end of August so that we can buy furniture. Because I've got 2 tenants waiting to check in September, so that'd be great. Anyway, where were we here? Teresa wanted to hear this one. Here we go. I took a stroll on the old long walk of the day. I met a little girl and we stopped to talk. Wanna find something? And I asked you, friend, what's a feller to do? Oh, if her hair was black and her eyes was blue. And I knew right then I'd be taking a tour round the Salt Hill Prom with a Galway girl. La 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 diddle diddle dum la diddle diddle dum diddle I diddle diddle dum diddle I diddle diddle dum. We were halfway there when the rain came down of a day. She asked me up to her flat downtown on a fine soft day. And I asked you, friend, tell me what would you do? Oh, if her hair was black and her eyes was blue. So I took her hand and I gave her a tour. And I lost my heart to a Galway girl. La 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 diddly I diddle diddle dum la diddle diddle die die dum diddly I die diddle diddle do diddly I die diddly I die die dum diddly I die da diddly I diddle diddle la diddle diddle die die da la 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 la. When I woke up, I was all alone, with a broken heart and a ticket home. So I ask you now, what's a feller to do? Oh, if her hair was black and her eyes was blue. See, I've traveled around, I've been all over this world, boys. I tell you right now, I ain't never seen nothing like a Galway girl. In the neat little town they call Belfast, apprentice to trade I was bound. And many's the hour of sweet happiness did I spend in that neat little town, till the bad misfortune came o'er me, and it caused me to stray from the land, far away from my friends and relations, to follow the black velvet band. And her eyes, they shone like the diamonds, you'd think her the queen of the land, with her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. As I went strolling one evening, not intending to go very far, I met met with a frolicsome damsel. She was selling her trade in a bar. A gold watch she plucked from a pocket, and she slipped it right into my hands. From the very first day that I met her, bad sauce to her black velvet band. And her eyes, they shone like the diamonds. You'd think her the queen of the land. With her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. Before the judge and the jury next morning, to trial I had to appear. Well, a gentleman claimed his jewelry, and the case against us was quite clear. You'll get 7 long years transportation. You're going to Van Diemen's Land, far away from your friends and relations, to follow your black velvet band. And her eyes, they shone like the diamonds. You'd think she was queen of the land. With her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. Oh, those eyes, they shone like the diamonds. You'd think she was queen of the land. With her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. And she was. Ah, yes indeed. Thanks. Thanks. That's a good request, Ruth. I haven't done that one. There's the "we" word again. I haven't done that one in forever. Ignore that man behind the curtain. See, I hope I remember this one. Yeah. Why should tonight be any different, right? In the year of our Lord 1806, we set sail from the cold Quay of Cork. We were sailing away with a cargo of bricks for the Grand City Hall in New York. We'd an elegant craft, she was rigged fore and aft, and lo, how the wild winds drove her. She had 23 masts, and she stood several blasts, and they called her the Irish Rover. We had Barney McGee from the banks of the Lee. We had Hogan from County Tyrone. We had Johnny McGurk, who was scared stiff of work, and a chap from Westby named Malone. We had Slugger O'Toole, who was drunk as a rule, and Fighting Bill Tracy from Dover. And your man Mick McCann from the banks of the Bann was the skipper of the Irish Rover. We had old Mickey Coote, who played hard on his flute when the ladies lined up for a set. He would tootle with skill for his sparkling quadrille till the dancers were fluttered and bad Luthered. With his smart, witty talk, he was the cock o' the walk. He rolled the dames right over, and you knew at a glance, they could tell by his stance, that he sailed on the Irish Rover. We had 1,000,000 bags of the best Sligo rags. We had 2,000,000 barrels of bone. We had 3,000,000 bales of old nanny goats' tails and 4,000,000 barrels of stone. We had 5,000,000 hogs, 6,000,000 dogs, and 7,000,000 barrels of porter. We had 8,000,000 sides of old blind horses' hides and the whole of the Irish rover. We had sailed 7 years when the measles broke out and our ship lost her way in a fog, big fog. In a fog. We had sailed 7 years and the measles broke out and our ship lost her way in a fog. And then something else happened and stuff started to spin around and I like singing. Singing's my favorite. Our ship lost her way in a fog. And the whale of a crew was reduced down to 2. 'Twas myself and Kenzie the dog. Then the ship struck a rock. Lord, what a shock. It nearly tumbled right over. She turned 9 times around. And the poor old dog was drowned. Oh. Not Kenzie, though. Well, I'm the last of the Irish rover. Poor old Kenzie. She's not going to drown. Thanks, Ann. We miss you here on a Friday, but that's cool that you're tuning in from home. I like that, too. It's the next best thing now, ain't it? Well, I've got the capo here on the 3rd fret. 1, 2, 3, count them. I'm going to play a song for Diana. We missed her last week, but she's back this week, and I love singing this song, and she loves listening to it, so it's a symbiotic relationship she and I have. Anybody tuning in, going on the Hooli holiday and booking their own airfare? I believe some good deals are to be had through Newark on Delta, which will get you there very nicely. Diana passed on a number to me today that was really, really good. So if you're doing that, look into Delta. Through Newark, right? EWR. A Phil Lynott classic. I might be able to sing one Phil Lynott song here in a little bit, see if I can remember it. Yeah. Orange County, Newark. I know, until November 1st. They're going to start flying again November 1st, nonstop from LA. Well, I think the timeline would move up, not out, for Aer Lingus. You got American? So you're saying, and so I think she got it for 5 something. You got it for 6 something? 700, but from Orange County. That's great, too. San Francisco, so it's 3 stops on the way, 2 stops on the way back. Might as well be San Francisco, yeah. I'd almost rather drive from San Francisco home than LAX home some nights. I used to have to make that commute years ago. I had a job, my first job back into the real world after being a full-time musician for many, many years, and it was in Marina Del Rey. Oh, yeah. I had to be out the door at 5:30 or forget it, 10 to 6, I'd be an hour later than I should have been. Craziness. And the ride home, 405 South, for all you people around the country, 405 South sucks. 505 from LAX, Diana got a flight for. So that's a great deal. United. There's a great United song. Have you ever heard the United song? United, you broke my Taylor guitar. United, some big help you are. You broke it, you should fix it. I should have gone by car, 'cause United breaks guitars. I just learned it for shits and giggles, but it was a Canadian country singer who was flying into the States for a gig, and he had this beautiful Taylor guitar, and they wrecked it, and he kept calling them, and they wouldn't honor it, they wouldn't cover it, they wouldn't give him any money. So he wrote this song, did a video, put it on YouTube, and it went viral years ago. And United called him and said, hey, we'll go ahead and buy you a new guitar. Take that video down. He said, are you effing kidding me? I'm making way more money off that video than that guitar ever cost me. And Taylor heard about it, and they sent him a brand new guitar for free. It was a great, great justice story there. I'll to see about playing that. I forget. Just if you Google United Breaks Guitars, that'll pop up on your YouTube. Search for it. It's a cool little ditty. On what? Definitely. I have a buddy, an old, well, more acquaintance, but a friend from the music industry. He was in a band called Spud years ago, a Celtic rock band in the 70s, with a singer who did pretty well for himself named Jim McCann. They were in this band called Spud together, and this was Matt Manning, and every time he flew and had to go through to England, they'd say, have you, in customs, they'd say, have you anything to declare? He'd say, yes, I declare a united Ireland. And so that always guaranteed him an extra hour or so in a back room. But he said it was always worth it. So I was going to play a song for Diana and her airfare finding acumen. And then after that, I'm going to see if I can remember. I did a Thin Lizzy song years ago when Stuart was in the band, Stuart and Dave. We did a jig version of an old Thin Lizzy tune with fiddle and acoustic guitar and things. So I'll see if I can remember. But anyway, slow it down a wee bit for our northern brethren. And this one goes like this. In my memories, I will always see the town that I had loved so well, where our school played ball by the gas yard wall. We laughed through the smoke and the smell, going home in the rain, running up the dark lane, past the jail and down behind the fountain. Those were happy days in so many, many ways. The town I loved so well. In the early morning, the shirt factory horn calls women from Craigan, from the moor and the bog, while the men on the dole play a mother's role, feed the children and then walk the dogs. And when times got rough, oh, there was just about enough, and they saw it through without complaining. For deep inside was a burning playing pride, the town I love so well. There was music there in the dairy air, like a language that we could all understand. And I remember the day when I earned my first pay, as I played in a small pickup band. There I spent my youth, and to tell you the truth, I was sad to leave it all behind me. For I learned about life, and I found me a wife in the town I loved so well. Now when I returned, how my eyes they were burned to see how a town could be brought to its knees by the armored cars and the bombed out bars, the gas that hangs on to every breeze. Now the army's installed by that old gas yard wall, and that damned barbed wire gets higher and higher. With their tanks and their guns, oh my God, what have they done to the town I loved so well? Well, the music's gone, but they carry on. Their spirit's been bruised, but never broken. They will not forget, for their hearts are all set on tomorrow and peace once again. For what's done is done, and what's won is won, and what's lost is lost and gone forever. I can only pray for a bright, brand new day in the town I loved so well. The town I loved so well. And the town I loved so well. There we go. Cheers. I love that tune. Thanks. Yes, sir. Yeah? I did, yes. That was pretty amazing. Yeah. Thank you, Nick. Appreciate that. Thank you, Diana. It's my pleasure to play that song for you. We all owe a debt of gratitude to Casey Muldoon for bugging the crap out of me till I finally broke down and I went, why the hell haven't I been drinking that one for a long time? Like, I had a cousin in West Cork named Sonny Scannell. And Sonny Scannell had hair that reminded me of Garfunkel, Simon and Garfunkel. Except it was gray, and he had one of these. He could have like walked in and played with the Dubliners, and nobody would have noticed, like that there was a change, right? He had this big fro and this long beard, and he left West Cork. He was married to Sonny Scannell was his name, and he was married to one of my mom's cousins on the Hegarty side, and he went and worked on the building sites in England for years and years, and then retired in West Cork. And we met up with him a good long while ago now. Eamon was only about 11, I think, and it turns out he was a bit of a singer, and so was his son. And there was a session that night in the local pub. We were in Skull, either Skull or Goleen, a little West Cork village. Have you seen Murder in West Cork on Netflix? Yeah, Sophie and all that. Yeah. Sophie's house looks exactly like my Uncle Tom Hegarty's house, by the way, in Goleen. But anyway, maybe it was the same pad. I'll have to ask my cousin. I don't know. But Sonny's gone, God rest his soul. But I asked him if he knew some particular song, because he was singing all the hits, you know. He had a great voice. It reminded me a little bit of Luke Kelly. And he was singing something. He goes, I sings what I likes. He said it was almost like Popeye went to West Cork. I sings what I likes. But what an old character he was. Anyway, that's enough of the stories for tonight. But, I don't even know how I got off on that tangent. Oh, and let me get to that. I think I'm probably warmed up enough to do some of those earlier requests that might be a little more challenging. Nothing like, the rule of thumb is you're not supposed to have any dead air at all, and I'm breaking my own rule of thumb here, so apologies for that. I've got to, I got to get better at these charts when I'm reading them. Zoom, come on, and zoom. Let's try this. There we go. Lovely. I hope I can remember this. Yeah, Trisha, on Netflix. It's called Sophie, Murder in West Cork. And it's a documentary. How many? Four episodes? 5 episodes? Three episodes? Something like that. It's a quick one, but it's my money. Well, I won't say it. I won't spoiler alert it, but I'll tell you. There you go. I mean, am I right? Huh? There's all this stuff. Every time people are talking on the witness thing, or people are saying, I know this and I saw that, and blah, 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 blah. Raquel keeps looking at me and goes, all I can think of is when you say the Irish never let the truth get in the way of a good story. Like, I don't believe any of these people. Listen, Barnum. Oh, listen, Barnum. Listen, Barnum. How's it going, everybody? From Cork, New York, Dundalk, Gortach, Glenavady. Well, here we are in the County Clare, and it's a long, long way from here to there. There's the Burren, and the Cliffs of Moher, and the Tulla, and the Kilfenor, and Michael Russell, and Dr. Bill, Willie Clancy, and Noel Hill. It's flutes and fiddles everywhere. If it's music you want, you should go to Clare. Oh, listen, Barnum. Listen, Barnum. Oh, listen, Barnum. Listen, Barnum. Sure, everybody needs a break. Climb a mountain or jump in a lake. Some head off to exotic places and others go to the Galway races. Maddie goes to the south of France and Jim to the dogs and Peter to the dance. A cousin of mine goes potholing. A cousin of hers loves Joe Dolan. And summer comes around each year. And we go here and they come here. Some jet off to Freliana. I always go to to Lisdoonvarna. Oh, Lisdoonvarna. Lisdoonvarna. Oh, Lisdoonvarna. Lisdoonvarna. I always leave on a Thursday night with my tent and my ground sheet rolled up tight. I like to hit Lisdoon in around Friday afternoon, and this gives me time to get my gear together, and I don't need to worry about the weather. I'll ramble in for a pint of stout, cause you never know who'd be hanging about. There's a Dutchman playing a mandolin, and a German looking for Liam O'Flynn. There's Adam Bono and Garrett Fitzgerald getting their photo taken for the Sunday World. There's Finbar Hand and Jim Hand, and they're drinking pints to bait the band. Isn't it grand? Oh, Lisdoonvarna. Lisdoonvarna. Oh, Lisdoonvarna. Lisdoonvarna. The multitudes, they flocked in throngs to hear the musics and the songs. There's motorbikes and high-ace vans with bottles, barrels, flagons, cans. Mighty crack, loads of frolics. Pioneers and alcoholics. There's Plack, Spuck and the FCA, and Free Mickey Kelly and the IRA. There's hairy chests and milk white thighs, and Mickey Dodgers in disguise. McGraths, O'Briens, Pippin Coxes, massage parlors and horse boxes. There's Aurons, Bowrons, Amadons, Arab sheiks and Hindu Sikhs and Jesus freaks. RTE are making tapes. They're taking breaks and throwing shapes. This is heaven. This is hell. Who cares? Who can tell? Anyone for the last few chuck ices now? Oh, Lisdoonvarna. Lisdoonvarna. Oh, Lisdoonvarna. Lisdoonvarna. A 7 for Jackson Brown. They had to build a special runway just to get him down before the Chieftains could start to play. 7 creamy pints came out in a tray, and Sugar was living by Lord Lucan. Sean Cannon doing the backstage cooking. Clannon were playing Harry's Game, and Christie was singing Nancy Spain. Mary O'Hara and Brush Shields together doing the 4 Green Fields. Van the Man and Emmy Lou, Moving Hearts and the Fenians too. Oh, Lisdoonvarna. Lisdoonvarna. Ah, oh, Lisdoonvarna. Lisdoonvarna. Sure, everybody needs a break. Climb a mountain or jump in a lake. Sean Doherty goes to the Rose of Tralee, and Oliver J. Flanagan goes swimming in the Holy See. But I like my music in the open air, so every summer I go to Clare, cause Woodstock, Knockner, and the Feast of Cana could hold a match to Lisdoonvarna. Oh, Lisdoonvarna. Lisdoonvarna. Oh, Lisdoonvarna. Lisdoonvarna. Oh, Lisdoonvarna. Lisdoonvarna. Man, that gets I can imagine if I would have ever played that song drunk. That's probably why I never learned it. That's a lot of stuff. It is, yeah. That's the festival he's singing about. There is the matchmaking festival in Lisdoonvarna, and that's become a giant music fest and a super piss up for the whole town. It's brilliant. There's also a thing, I think it's on Netflix, about Garth Brooks. You know, Garth Brooks, and there's a big section on Ireland. He loves Ireland. He has a house in Ireland, and he wrote a song called "Ireland, I'm Coming Home." And I'd never heard it before. It's kind of a country Irish thing, but I'd heard it. Well, I guess I heard it years ago. But this Netflix documentary talks about when he wanted to get back into performing after 16 or 18 years off the road. You know, he disappeared and raised his girls and did all that fun stuff, and then he came back and he was scared to death that he would not be accepted anymore or not be successful anymore. And he decided, where will I go to start my world tour? And he decided to start it in Dublin. And it sold out like in 3 minutes or something crazy. Yeah, people lined up for like 72 hours or 56 hours or whatever it was to get tickets. And, you know, it's one thing, I remember standing in line at Ticketmaster to get tickets, right? and maybe getting there like right and early in the morning. But we're talking about Ireland for 3 days outside in Ireland in a queue. We're all huddled up anyway. But it was amazing. So we ended up selling out 5 nights at Croke Park, which is an 80,000 seat stadium. 5 nights. Do the math. 400,000 tickets sold. And the neighbors just went ballistic and said, hold on a minute. It's actually written they can only do 3 things a year in there that are not Gaelic football or hurling. So they said you can't do, and anyway, I'm spoilering it, but anyway, there's a big chunk of the show on Ireland and the Irish fans on this documentary. So I highly recommend that. It's really good. And it stoned me to my soul, stoned me just like Jelly Roll, and it stoned me. Amy, how are you? Nice to see you. It's a marvelous night for a moon dance with the stars way above the sky. And fabulous night to make romance neath the cover of Santa and the skies. Sorry, somebody requested a band tune and it kind of got me going. I promised the Thin Lizzy tune, didn't I? Tell you what I'm going to do. Tell you what I'm going to do here. I'm in the deal-making mood. So I'm about to... Hey, Armstrong! How are you, buddy? Some creepy guy walking up my street here. So I'm going to, just for those of you, hopefully you don't get bored with it, but I'm going to play the video of the promotion for the Hooli Holiday real quick, because I haven't played that in a long time, and I feel like I'm doing the tour a disservice if I'm not explaining it to everybody that may be new tonight. This is something we've done almost every other year since 1998, and the crowds just keep getting bigger, pandemics notwithstanding, and the fun just keeps getting better. So anyway, let me pop in here, put that video on while I search for the chart for that song I'm going to pull from way out of my dark past. So here we go. Me. Oh, I'm back. Shoot, the video ended. I was practicing. There we go. Snap back to live. It's amazing when you just go boop and see all of a sudden your face is live again on your screen. Okay. So I think I got it down. Anyway, I've made bigger boo-boos than I ever had on live stream in front of God and everybody, so that's okay. Is that a U2 front cover shirt from the Boy album? No, what is that? That's a total ripoff on the American release of Boy on the cover. Nobody's done anything original since 1985 anyway, and some people would say not since 1967. But anyway, here it goes. It's an old Thin Lizzy tune that I love that just lent itself to a bit of a jig and a fiddle tune. So I'm doing my best with it. We sure miss Phil Lynott. Come with us to Ireland in October, and you can see the statue of Phil Lynott outside of Brussels in Dublin. Yeah, Brussels is the name of the pub. So. Here we go. Now I'm a fool, now that it's over. Can you guess my name? I make my money singing songs about you. It's my claim to fame. And when they say that it's over, it's not all over, there's still the pain. And I'd come running back to you again. Oh, I'd come running back to you again. Sha la 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 la. If I said I was sorry, would you still leave me? I never thought you'd go until you did. You gotta believe it. And when they say that it's over, it's not all over completely. And I'd come running back to you again. Oh, I'd come running back to you again. Oh la 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 la. Well, now the show is over and we must all go home. Just leave me right here all by myself. I'll be all right here on my own. 'Cause if it's over, then it's all over and I'm all alone. And I'd come running back to you again. Oh, I'd come running back to you again. La 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 la. Oh, sha la 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 la. Been a while for that one. You like it? Yeah. We'll have to get that one back in the band. That'd be cool with the little Tardu whistle on it, right? The melody, the riff, the instrumental riff is like. You know, it's kind of like a riff on the chorus melody, but it's really fun. All right. So where does that leave us here? I've got the video down, I got the other thing down. I said I'd play another one that might be a little difficult, so let's see if we can pull that one off tonight. Yeah. Well, that one's definitely coming now that Chucklehead showed up. Packer Man. Yet, Amy. I'll do it after this one if I have the breath left. So we'll do this. Ho, row the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Ho, row the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Ho, row the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Ho, row the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Well, in this bog there was a hole, a rare hole, a rattling hole, a hole in the bog down in the valley, oh. Ho, row the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. Ho, row the rattling bog down in the valley, oh. a tree, a rare tree, a rattling tree, a tree in the hole, in the hole in the bog, in the bog down in the valley. Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh. Well, on this tree there was a bough, a rare bough, a rattling bough, a bough on the tree, in the tree, in the hole, in the hole, in the bog down in the valley. Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh. Well, on this bough there was a limb, a rare limb, a rattling limb, a limb on the bough, and the bough on the tree, and the tree in the hole, and the hole in the bog down in the valley. Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh. On this limb there was a branch, a rare branch, a rattling branch, a branch on the limb, and the limb on the bough, and the bough on the tree, and the tree in the hole, down in the valley. Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh. Branch there was a twig, a rare twig, a rattling twig, a twig on the branch, and the branch on the limb, and the limb on the bough, and the bough on the tree, and the tree in the hole, and the hole in the bog down in the valley. Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh. On this twig there was a leaf, a rare leaf, a rattling leaf, a leaf on the twig, and the twig on the branch, branch on the limb, and the limb on the bough, and the bough on the tree, and the tree in the hole in the bog down in the valley. Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh. There was a nest, a rare nest, a rattling nest, a nest on the leaf on the twig, twig on the branch, and the branch on the limb, and the limb on the bough, and the bough on the tree, and the tree in the hole, in the bog down in the valley. Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh. In this nest there was an egg, a rare egg, a rattling egg, an egg in the nest, and the nest on the leaf, and the leaf on the twig, twig on the branch, and the branch on the limb, and the limb on the bough, and the bough on the tree, tree in the hole in the bog down in the valley. Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh. Well, in this egg there was a bird, a rare bird, a rattling bird, a bird in the egg on the nest, and the nest on the leaf, and the leaf on the twig, and the twig on the branch, branch on the limb, and the limb on the bough, and the bough on the tree, and the tree in the hole in the bog down in the valley. Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh. On this bird there was a wing, a rare wing, a rattling wing, a wing on the bird, and a bird in the egg in the nest, and the nest on the leaf, and the leaf on the twig, twig on the branch, and the branch on the limb, and the limb on the bough, and the bough on the tree, and the tree in the hole in the bog down in the valley. Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh. On this wing there was a feather, a rare feather, a rattling feather, a feather on the wing, and the wing on the bird, and a bird in the egg, egg on the nest, and the nest on the leaf, and the leaf on the bough, bough on the tree, and the tree in the hole in the bog down in the valley. Oh, the rattling bog, bog down in the valley, oh, 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 the rattling bog, bog down in the valley, oh. Well, on this feather there was a flea, a rare flea, a rattling flea, a flea on the feather, and the feather on the wing, and the wing on the bird, and a bird in the egg, and the egg in the nest, nest on the leaf, and the leaf on the twig, and the twig on the branch, branch on the limb, and the limb on the bough, and the bough on the tree, and the tree in the hole, and the hole in the bog, and I walk down in the valley, oh, oh, roll the rattling bog, walk down in the valley, oh, oh, roll the rattling bog, walk down in the valley, oh. Well, on this flea there was a germ, a rare germ, a rattling germ, a germ on the flea, and the flea on the feather, and the feather on the wing, and the wing on the bird, and the bird in the egg in the nest, and the nest on the leaf, leaf on the twig, and the twig on the branch, and the branch on the limb, and the limb on the bough, and the bough on the tree, and the tree in the hole, and the hole in the bog, and the bog down in the valley, oh, oh, roll the rattling bog, bog down in the valley, oh, oh, roll the rattling bog, bog down in the valley, oh. This germ there was a molecule, a rare molecule, a rattling molecule, a germ, and a germ on a flea, and a flea on the feather, and the feather on the wing, and the wing on the bird, bird in the egg in the nest, and the nest on the leaf, and the leaf on the twig, and the twig on the branch, and the branch on the limb, and the limb on the bough, bough on the tree in the hole, and the hole in the bog, and the bog down in the valley, oh, oh, roll the rattling bog, bog down in the valley, oh, oh, roll the rattling bog, bog down in the valley, oh. Well, in this molecule was an atom, a rare atom, a rattling atom, an atom on a molecule, a germ on a flea, and a flea on a feather, and a feather on a wing, and a wing on a bird, bird in the egg in the nest, and the nest on the leaf, and the leaf on the twig, twig on the branch, and the branch on the limb, and the limb on the bough, and the bough on the tree, and the tree in the hole, and the hole in the bog, and the bog down in the valley, oh, oh, roll the rattling bog, bog down in the valley, oh, oh, roll the rattling bog, bog down in the valley, oh. Well, in this atom there was a proton, a rare proton, a rattling proton, a proton, the atom, and the atom in the molecule, a germ, germ on the flea, and the flea on the feather, and the feather on the wing, and the wing on the bird, and the bird in the egg in the nest, nest on the leaf, and the leaf on the bough, and the bough on the tree in the hole, in the bog, and the bog down in the valley, oh, oh, roll the rattling bog, bog down in the valley, oh, oh, roll the rattling bog, bog down in the valley, oh. Well, in this proton there was a quark, a rare quark, a rattling quark, a quark on the proton, the atom in the molecule, a germ on the flea, and the flea on the feather, and the feather on the wing, and the wing on the bird, bird in the egg in the nest, and the nest on the leaf, and the leaf on the twig, and the twig on the branch, and the branch on the limb, limb on the bough, on the tree, and the tree in the hole, in the bog, and walk down in the valley, oh, oh, roll the rattling bog, walk down in the valley, oh, oh, roll the rattling bog, walk down in the valley, oh, roll the rattling bog, walk down in the valley, oh, oh, roll the rattling bog, and the bog down in the valley, oh. It's going to be a 4 ibuprofen night. Looty hoo. Thanks. Is there any subatomic particle smaller than a quark? I'm asking the engineer here, and he's befuddled. You're not a physicist. Well, you're more educated than I, sir, so I go to you. All right. Thank you, Nick, sir. So Amy wanted to hear this one, another song from another era, from another genre that screamed out to me to be a jig. Looking from a window above, it's like a story of love. Can you hear me? Came back only yesterday. I'm moving farther away. Want you near me? And all I needed was the love you gave. All I needed for another day. And all I ever knew, only you. think of her name, it's like it's only a game. And I need you listening to the words that you say. It's getting harder to stay when I see you. All I needed was the love you gave, all I needed for another day, and all I ever knew, only you. This is gonna take a long time, and I wonder what's in mine. I can't take no more. I wonder if you'll understand. It's just the touch of your hand behind the closed door. And all I needed was the love you gave, all I needed for another day, and all I ever knew, only you. Was the love you gave, all I needed for another day, all I ever knew, only you. Little yazoo. Thanks. Have I gotten to all your requests tonight, Pat? Have I gotten to all your requests so far tonight? Okay, good. You made a hell of a commute, Mr. Terry. I'm actually, I love that you guys all come here and join me. It's great. I love the commute myself from the front door to the garage, as you can imagine. I love not humping around speakers and plugging stuff in on the fly. And I love being able to play for people at the simultaneously in Maine and Florida and Nebraska and Korea and Australia and Ireland and England. That's cool. However, Muldoon's reached out this week to talk about maybe doing some Wednesday nights again. What do you guys think of that? Ruth is looking at me like, yeah, no, the drinks are cheaper here. I don't think it's an either or. I don't think the two are mutually exclusive. I think I could keep doing this and maybe play twice a month over there on a Wednesday. Would you guys dig that? Yeah, there you go. Yeah? Cool. Well, stay tuned, as they say. Send me a DM, Amy, and we'll talk about the San Diego thing. So let's see. I was going to do one here that I haven't done in a while either. I'm mixing it up a little. I know Tricia wants to hear some favorites. We'll get to them. Let's see here. Where are we going with this one? Oh, the green and red and mail, I can see it still. It's soft and craggy bog lies this tall majestic hills, where the ocean kisses Ireland and the waves caress its shore. And the feeling it came over me to stay forevermore, forevermore, to stay forevermore. From its rolling coastal waters I can see Crowpatch's Peak, where one Sunday every summer the pilgrims climb to Break, where St. Patrick in his solitude looked down across Clew Bay, with the ringing of his bell called the faithful there to pray, there to pray, called the faithful there to pray. Won't you take me to Clare Island, the home of Granuaile? Its waters harbour fishes from the herring to the whale. But now I must depart and reality is plain. Let the time not pass so slowly till I set sail again, set sail again. Till I set sail again. Still, it's something craggy boglands, it's all majestic hills, where the ocean kisses Ireland and the waves caress its shore. And the feeling it came over me to stay forevermore, forevermore, to stay forevermore, to stay forevermore. And Red Mayo up the west. Indeed you do. The Bruce Springsteen reindeer song. Exactly. No, is that Santa Claus is Coming to Town? His version of that one? Ho, 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 ho. You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not shout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town, Santa Claus is coming to town, Santa Claus is coming to town. That's as close as you're gonna get tonight on that one. Anyway, Bruce Springsteen reindeer song. Do you think it's this one? Yeah. There's also Thin Lizzy's cowboy song. Have you ever heard that? Oh, go Google that. That's so classic. I love Thin Lizzy. Tonight there's gonna be a jailbreak somewhere in this town. Anyway, there you go. You wish we had you just got to get a vocal zapper, Amy. Maybe how do you will you do me a favor and find out how you go about getting karaoke versions of your own songs? I don't want to go back and remix them and pull the vocal out, but there's got to be a vocal zapper process where they do that. That would be fun. Anyway, I digress. I was going to play a song for Terry, who commutes a long, long way to hear the last handful of songs, so I greatly appreciate it. There's some Jameson back here. Do you want some? Just go ahead and... I'm serious. Walk right through. It's on top of the fridge right behind me. So, yeah. Oh, actually, I think she has a bit. Lori might have a bit with you, too. But if Lori doesn't... Oh, there you go. Not much left? Oh, my God. That would last me at least an hour. Come on, T. I've never heard you turn down whiskey. You can't say no to Jameson. That would be alcohol abuse. DM me, Amy, and we'll talk about the karaoke versions of the tunes. So, what was I? Oh, I know. We're on the one road road, sharing the one load. We're on the road to God knows where. On the one road, and maybe the wrong road, but we're together now, who cares? Northmen, Southmen, comrades all, Dublin, Belfast, Cork and Donegal. We're on the one road, swinging along, singing the soldier's song. Though we've had our troubles now and then, now is the time to make them up again. Ah, sure, aren't we all Irish anyhow? And we've got to step together now. We're on the one road, sharing the one load. We're on the road to God knows where. On the one road, and maybe the wrong road, but we're together now, who cares? Northmen, Southmen, comrades all, Dublin, Belfast, Cork and Donegal. We're on the one road, swinging along, singing a soldier's song. Tinker, tailor, every mother's son, butcher, baker, shoulder in his gun. Rich man, poor man, every man in line. We're all together just like old lang syne. We're on the one road, sharing the one load. We're on the road to God knows where. On the one road, and maybe the wrong road, but we're together now, who cares? Northmen, Southmen, comrades all, Dublin, Belfast, Cork and Donegal. We're on the one road, swinging along, singing a soldier's song. Night is darkest just before the dawn. From dissension Ireland's reborn. Soon we'll all, united Irishmen, we'll see our land a nation once again. On the one road, sharing the one load. We're on the road to God knows where. On the one road, and maybe the wrong road, but we're together now, who cares? Northmen, Southmen, comrades all, Dublin, Belfast, Cork and Donegal. We're on the one road, swinging along, singing a soldier's song. We're on the one road, sharing the one load, on the road to God knows where. On the one road, and maybe the wrong road, but we're together now, who cares? Northmen, Southmen, comrades all, Dublin, Belfast, Cork or Donegal. We're on the one road, swinging along, singing a soldier's song. We're singing a soldier's song. Woo! Woo! Indeedy do. Kevin, my buddy Kevin Carlson is on. How you doing, my friend? Haven't seen you in a long time. So we got Michigan in the house. That's a few. We got a few states down. We had Nebraska, right? We had a few of them down tonight. So Illinois. I hate Illinois Nazis. Name the movie. Thank you. Jeff wins a prize. You'll never again be able to look at an orange Ford Pinto wagon in the same way. Let's see here. Trish wanted to hear this one earlier, and I just jazzed that you guys have come to enjoy this song that the Muse gave me a few months ago. So. As I lay dreaming of the pleasant days gone by, my mind been bent on rambling, to Ireland I did fly. I could feel them all around me in the house of ancient stone, and though I never lay my head, my soul I know was home. The first time I set foot there, shed tears all on my own. A bridge through time was laid to me, it was like I'd always known. And I see them in my dreams, I see the ghosts who paved the way for me, and I pray the day I soon might see the one who made me me. Hey! to me, says he to me, and have a cup of tea. Sit down here by the fire with us, your kin, and we will see if truly you do know us and all that we've endured. We'll tell you all the stories, boy, and some may be the truth. It's been so many lifetimes I cannot really say, but tears and blood and sweat do stain the land on which you play. I see them in my dreams, I see the ghosts who paved the way for me, and I pray the day I soon might see the man who made me be. Hey! Hey! Spend my days a roaming here, green grass and walls of stone. Memories I'll keep alive, all in my father's home. In a place I've never been to, in a land across the sea. What's always burned inside my heart was waiting there for me. And I see them in my dreams, I see the ghosts who paved the way for me. And I pray the day I soon might see the man who made me. I see them in my dreams, I see the ghosts who paved the way for me. And pray the day I soon might see the man who made me be. Hey! Hey! Hey, hey, hey. I think I have a light a little too bright on me. Hold on a second. Oh, yeah. There we go. Back to a semi-normal Irish skin tone, which is not saying much. Let's see if we can get Jeffrey won a prize for identifying the Blues Brothers fastest. Sorry to those on the interweb with the latency and the lateness of that chingadera. So kind of they didn't. Well, you were the first one because they get everything about 30 seconds late. So yeah, don't go auditioning for Jeopardy right out of the gate. So oh no, do. All right. I just can't remember the key. I do this. We're going high tonight, so we'll find out. I might have to pull the shorts up a little bit to hit it. It was down by Brannigan's Corner one morning I did stray. I met a fellow rebel there, and to me he did say, I had orders from the captain to assemble at Dunbar, but how are we to get there without a motor car? Oh, Barney dear, be of good cheer, I'll tell you what we'll do. The specials, they are plentiful, and the IRA are few. We'll send a wire to Johnson to meet us at Stranlawn, and we'll give the boys a bloody good ride in Johnson's motor car. When Dr. Johnson heard the news, he soon put on his shoes. He said, this is an urgent case, there is no time to lose. He then put on his castor hat and up his the star. You could hear the din all through Glenfin of Johnson's motor car. But when he got to the railway bridge, the rebels he saw there, old Johnson knew the game was up, for at him they did stare. He said, I have a permit to travel near and far. Ah, to hell with your English permit, we want your motor car. What will my loyal brethren think when they hear the news? My car, it has been commandeered by the rebels at Dunluce. We'll give you a receipt for it, all signed by Captain Barr. And when Ireland gets her freedom, you'll get your motor car. Well, they put the car in motion and they filled it to the brim with guns and bayonets shining, which made old Johnson grim. And Barney hoisted the Sinn Féin flag and it fluttered like a star. And we gave 3 cheers to the IRA and Johnson's motor car. There you go. Ding, ding, ding. Johnson's Orange Pinto. I was going to try to squeeze that into the lyric, but it just escaped me. What's ding time, Ted? Is that the liquor talking? Dingle, maybe? Ding time sounds like when you're like, I'm running late. It's ding time. Instead of Irish time, you're on ding time. Ding time. Okay. We'll put that one down to fat thumbs. Oh, we got Arizona on tonight, too. How cool is that? Well, we're in overtime here, extra innings. Which is cool because now we do have like 64 and a half people here. No, you guys have been growing exponentially. Once again, thanks everybody for putting up with my sometimes meandering, nonsensical bullshit between songs, sometimes known as stories. And thank you all for hitting the tip jar. And I appreciate you all signing up for the Ireland Hoolie. We're talking about it. We're usually sold out by now, but the coronavirus. See what I did there? Believe it or not, those of you going to Ireland for the first time, you'll pay more for a Budweiser than you will for a Guinness, because it's an import. Think about that for a minute. One man's import is another man's garbage. Great tune, great rebel song, Ray. I don't actually sing Joe McDonnell yet. Oh, I know you two are disappointed, but we'll see what we can do. Another one to add to the itinerary. I got a song worked up for next week. I was hoping to get to it this week, but those bastards who pay my paycheck expected me to work this week. Thanks, Alan. I hope your health is doing better, too. I know you had some struggles, so you're in my thoughts, buddy. I love the loyal group from around the country that keeps showing up, turning up, even if they come in for 5 or 10 minutes or for all 2 hours. I do appreciate you all. And thanks again, once again, for the ever-blessed financial support. It's been hard to kind of beg for bread. Usually I let the venues take care of that, right? Because they're making all the money selling you $25 cocktails and all that fun stuff and $32 fish and chips and whatever else. But then again, I'm not shy, so it's worked out okay. And you guys have risen to the occasion. All of you patrons of the arts. So thank you again. I'm going to end with this one right here. It was a request earlier, and this is a time for you all to unify, to unite in song. So get your voices all ready, okay? Didn't see much future when I left the Christian Brothers school. So I waved a goodbye with a wistful smile, and I left the girls a tune. And sometimes when I'm reminiscing, I see the prefabs and my old friends, and I know that they'll be changed or gone if I ever get home again. I wish I was on that stone walls and the grass is green. I wish I was on that N17. Stone walls and the grass is green. Traveling with just my thoughts and dreams. When the old fella left me to Shannon, 'twas the last time I traveled that road. And as we turned left to Clare Galway, I could feel a lump in my throat, as I pictured the thousands of times that I traveled that well-worn track. And I know that things will be different if I ever decide to go back. And I wish I was on that M17. Stone walls and the grass is green. I wish I was on that 17. Stone walls and the grass is green. Traveling with just my thoughts and dreams. Better be the hospital calling for your new kidney. I don't know, man. And now as I tumble down highways or on filthy overcrowded trains, there's no one to talk to in transit. I sit there and daydream in vain. And behind all those muddled up problems of living on a foreign soil, I can still see the twists and the turns in the road, from the square to the town to the tribes. And I wish I was on that N17. I wish I was on that N17. Stone walls and the grass is green. Traveling with just my thoughts and dreams. Oh, traveling with just my thoughts and dreams. All right, you guys are pretty well versed. But Toby's hanging in the back underneath the shadow of the umbrella. And he may not be all clued in here. Maybe not Stephanie either, I don't know. So, this is simple monkey see, monkey do stuff, all right? Follow the bouncing Mick. If I had bouncing balls, I'd bounce them here, but I don't, so. All right? Just answer me back when I say stone walls and the grass is green. And it's not grass is green, okay? I've got an English teacher on tonight. She's telling me, she's swearing by God, she says it's stone walls and grasses green, right? Plural. We'll see, all right? I might have to write the band and see if she's right, okay? And then I'm going to mansplain it to her. All right, here we go. Ready? Stone walls and the grass is green, you sing. All right, one more. Stone walls and the grass is green, come on. Stone walls and the grass is green. We'll do it again. Stone walls and the grass is green, real loud. Way go. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. the grass is green, and you guys fill my heart with love. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate all of you. We'll see you hopefully next Friday night. If you're in Orange County, we'll see you on Thursday night at Mason Park in Irvine for a nice concert in the park with the whole band. All right, guys, stick around or not. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.